After the stunning developments of the day on Thursday when Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, India, that had not condemned the war openly, finally intervened. Prime Minister Narendra Modi called up Russian President Vladimir Putin and, quote, appealed for an immediate cessation of violence, unquote. Western leaders and NATO allies have already condemned the war. US President Joe Biden has called it unprovoked and unjustified attack by Russian military forces, while the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has called it a barbaric, saying Putin's hands were stained with Ukraine's blood. The Prime Minister's office said, Prime Minister reiterated his long-standing conviction that the differences between Russia and the NATO group can only be resolved through honest and sincere dialogue. The Prime Minister appealed for an immediate cessation of violence and called for concerted efforts from all sides to return to the path of diplomatic negotiations and dialogue. Delhi had been saying that it is not in favor of escalation, but with the conflict outbreak on February 24th, it called for an immediate cessation of violence, which signals to the West that it's not in favor of the war. The Western bloc has been pressing India to condemn Russian actions. India called the conflict as one between Russia and the NATO grouping rather than a Russia versus Ukraine conflict. Modi's call to Putin directly signals that India puts the onus on Russia to end the war as it initiated the conflict. Modi also spoke to Putin for a safe way out of Indian nationals, especially students who have been stranded in the country due to the war outbreak. India is treading cautiously on the current conflict as it does not want to jeopardize military ties with Russia.